Hi, beautiful people. Oh, what did I title this? So you're mad? I did. Yes, I'm still in my bed. I'm still not feeling well, and it is what it is. I'm not gonna be live with you guys long, but I definitely wanted to check in with y'all. Okay. I titled this "So You're Mad" because I did my live stream. Okay, what's up? I'm gonna drop you. I'm gonna drop a link for you right now. Actually, let me do it right now. We're gonna clear some stuff up. Let me drop a link for her. I just want to chat with you for a second, Janelle. And hang on, let me get into my chat. I can't get into my chat. All right. Hi, Robin. Hold on, let me drop a link for just Janelle, who used to go by Vegas Girl. There we go. Okay. So I did a stream. Hey, Mimi, we're gonna chat, you guys. If you guys want to talk to me, I'll drop a link. I dropped that link for Vegas Girl right now, though. I just got through speaking to Vegas Girl, and there's been a lot that has been going on. People are mad at me. Y'all not about to drag me into this YouTube ish with you guys. I'm not interested. I did a stream asking if Black people were racist for a lot of reasons. Let me bring her up. And y'all control me. I know I look like crap right now. I don't care. What's good, Janelle? Welcome.
Hi, Misunderstood. How are you? Can you hear me?
I hear you fine. Can you guys hear her?
Yay, I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay, but I was just like, dang, it's crazy right now. Number one, to clear some stuff up. So I did a live stream based off of asking the question if Blacks were racist, blah, blah. I got a lot of backlash about that. The reason why, hold on. I got people asking me. The reason why I had asked that question because a lie was told about my child's father being racist and all these kind of things, and I'm like, how can we? So that's what started it. Now, to go back, Janelle and I had a conversation today. I haven't spoken to her in so long, and we got to catch up. Janelle, you mind giving us tell people? Can you introduce yourself?
Do you want me to tell them what's going on with me right now?
Whatever
I
you
don't
want to
mind.
share is fine.
Yeah, so hi everybody. Yeah, I haven't spoken to MU in a really long time. Somebody reached out to her and told her about my situation that I have going on right now. And the situation that I have going on right now is that I do not have a home. I am living in a shelter right now. I am not going to disclose where because I disclosed where I was at, and I got kicked out of that shelter and I had to go to another one. So I am at a new shelter, but I will not say where that's at. Someone had reached out to her and told her about my situation. I have my own channel and I have a good following. It's because of a man named Jim Terry and his community have been coming over there and supporting me. I have been going through a lot lately, and as you guys know, do you want me to tell them about you know who?
Hold on, let me. Oh, wait a minute. Where'd you go?
I don't know. It says I'm in the
Oh, there you
show.
go.
There I am.
Now, let me say, okay, so number one, your situation, we haven't spoken, and when they reached out to me, I don't know if it was a setup now, because now my heart was in the right place. I simply saw somebody that was in a situation, and I reached out to you. There was no strings attached. I didn't go live about it. I didn't do anything like that. But yeah, go
No,
ahead.
yeah, no, she did not. She reached out to me, and then she offered me to come out there and stay with her. And then my chat was like, "Are you sure she's serious? And did she just say that, and all that stuff?" And I did a 3 hour show this morning where she came on my show and she explained herself and said that she was serious about it and that her heart was in the right place, which I kind of knew. But there is somebody that has been coming for her her for a while now, and as well as myself and Jim Terry, and they're claiming a bunch of stuff about him and myself that is not true. They're saying that he's racist and he's this and he's that, and that's why Misunderstood had. I think that's one of the reasons why she had brought up that racist live that she did. I did not see it. I need to watch the replay. But go ahead and take it from here, Misunderstood.
Well, with all of that being said, you sent me this clip, and I'm like, all right, number one, I think it's unfortunate for the situation that you're going through. Number two, people are gonna say what they say, but the person whose platform it was, I never had an issue with her. And the simple fact that this other person is lying about my child's father, calling my kids the N-word and stuff like that, I don't like liars. I'm not going back and forth with that person. But I was just saying, how are you calling out a racist as you are attacking somebody that didn't do anything to you just because he's white? I think it's bull. So that's when I said, you know what? I got on TikTok. I started looking around, and there's a lot of people. There was a lot of streams about the racism of Black people as well. So that's when I asked the question, and it shouldn't have sparked such all this backlash and stuff like that. I don't know if people are saying that Janelle's friend is racist. I haven't watched enough streams to even decide that. But my point was, why is it okay to talk about them and to lie on another white man as you're saying that this other white man did all this stuff to you? That's all I'm saying. It's that simple.
Yes, I have known Jim Terry for a long time. This is the man that we're talking about. And, I've known him on and off for the past year and a half. And the one thing he is not is racist. He went to a predominantly Black college and a predominantly Black school. And if I felt like he was racist, him and his crew would not be, on my channel, because I don't hang out with racist people. He just has an out there personality. He just says whatever is on his mind. He doesn't really care. And that's why a lot of people get upset with him. But you got to know him to know that he's not like that at all. He just speaks his mind, and sometimes it's not in the best of manners. When he pisses people off, they come to me, and I can't do nothing about it. I can't control what he says, And when you're in the heat of the battle, you just say whatever's on your mind, and that's when these issues came in. But he got into it with can I say the names or no?
Oh yeah, you can say the name. The other one I call you can say the name. People can't really follow the story. I'm learning with you guys, and people need to stop assuming that people know all these live streams. I haven't watched Vegas Girl, aka Janelle, in a very long time. Hey Daniel, hey Perfect and Perfect. Go ahead, Janelle.
Yeah, so I don't know if you guys are aware of a content creation, very small content creator by the name of Just Blaze. She was supporting me for a long time, and she got into it with Jim Terry on a Friday night. They were going back and forth. They were screaming at each other, and he called her all these kind of racist names. At that time, I was literally inside a homeless shelter, and he was getting loud, and I could not have him getting loud. So he ended up telling me to drop Just Blaze, and I did just that. I dropped her. And I felt bad about doing it because she was a supporter, but I needed to calm him down. So I had to drop her. He's been a huge supporter. He's helped me out a lot, and he still is. So with that being said, the very next day, I'm sure you guys know who Lady Snoop is. I did a show with her. We did that dating show.
That name I don't say on my panel. I don't give her any shine over here.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead. They know who you're talking about. Go ahead.
Yeah, so she came onto my panel the very next day, and she was upset with some of the stuff I didn't even know everything that he was saying, because I was so busy trying to calm him down. I have no clue exactly what he said he was arguing with another lady as well on the panel. I had no idea what he was saying to both ladies, but I had to drop both of them to calm him down. But she came onto my panel the next day, day, she started going off about the racist remarks that he was saying towards both ladies. And she was asking me if I condoned them. And I'm like, I can't condone anything that I did not hear. I did not hear what he said to either one of those ladies. And so he was backstage and she did not want me to let him up. So I was like, I have to let him up. He has a right to defend himself. And that's when I let him up and he started defending himself, that's when all hell kind of broke loose. And that's when things started to go south. And that's when they started coming for myself and for Jim Terry. And the one thing that I would like to say is that they ultimately ended up making me choose between those two and him. Well, him and his community has done so much for me. They've helped build my channel. They've helped me out in the tough times that I'm going through right now. For those of you that are coming into the chat, I'm currently homeless and I'm staying in a shelter, and they've been helping me out as much as they can. So, I'm loyal to them. So to him and his community. So with that being said, that's why all these racist stuff is being said. And when she and I weren't getting along back in the day, I remember she ambushed me quite a few times. So I really didn't feel bad about, letting him up. So that's when all hell broke
Okay,
loose.
I got lost. Who am but you guys, she's I'm not gonna dox or anything. I think you guys, for those of you that's just coming in, I haven't spoken to Janelle, but I found out that she was homeless because someone in her camp reached out to me. I reached out to her, so she can't control this camp no more, right?
Yeah. So
And most importantly, I'm sorry that you're going through that. And it's sad that you have to, what's good, Armando? It's sad that you have to entertain the BS around these other people just making commentary about your situation. It's sad. Go
yeah.
ahead. Yeah.
Yeah, and so that's all I pretty much have to say. He's not racist in any kind of way. He's the type of person where you love him or you hate him. There's like no in between. It's the same thing with me. You love me or you hate me. Everybody knows about my past, but that's not what this is about right now. So they've been going back and forth, and MU got thrown into this because they assumed that MU offered me a place to stay. But I never said her name because I knew that this would happen if her name was said. So I never said her name. So they all just assumed that it was MU that offered me the place to live. And that's how MU got put in this bullshit. So I do feel really bad about that. But I was trying to protect her and her name for as long as I could because I knew that she was going to get dragged into this mess and I didn't want her to. So I guess MU can take over from here.
You know, I stand by what I said. If now there's other content creators, I don't really talk about other content creators that much. It's neither here nor there. I'm still gonna my what I said before. If you want to call out racism as you're lying about another white man, I'm not interested. Am I saying that I agree with what was said to Just Blaze? I don't know what was said to her. I don't know. I'm sorry that she felt uncomfortable. I'm sorry that she felt that it was. I don't know, so I can't speak. And I told her I couldn't speak on that. I don't condone any type of racism. I accept people. I rock with you if you rock with me. I don't appreciate. My own people call me a racist for what? I thought blacks couldn't be racist, and the narrative is always changing. What I said to Vegas girl, a little, MU doesn't go. What I said to Vegas girl, that they want to misconstrue because anytime misunderstood is brought in the picture, they always try to misunderstand what I'm saying. If he supports you, go with who is actually supporting you. Go with whomever is going to help you in your situation. Don't listen to all these other people that's like, oh, do this, do that, and they're not actually helping you. If he's physically helping you, you go there because it's not fun being homeless. If I wanted to make commentary off of this, and I can't deal with liars. I don't like liars. And we all know Snoopy lies on me every chance she can to draw attention to herself because my child's father had nothing to do with the situation. Do you understand? My kids, regardless if they're white, black, mixed, Asian, whatever, those are my babies. And somebody doesn't have kids will never understand the love that a mom has for a child. I don't have to defend myself. You right? Oh, I'm not dragging. I forgot I'm a Christian now. So it almost took me there. Vegas girl Janelle has a situation. I felt that everything is not for YouTube, and I offered her a place, and now all of a sudden we're racist. I'm supporting racism. Stop trying to make commentaries because you're broke and you have nothing else to talk about. Because I never used her for a storyline, and nobody was supposed to know. Nobody was supposed to know.
Yeah, and that's why I feel bad because
I can
uh
relate to you. Thank you, Armando. Thank you.
thank you. That's why I feel bad because I didn't want to. I knew that this would happen, and I feel really bad about that I put her in this situation, and it's completely my fault, and I hold myself accountable for putting her in this situation. But they're just going on and on and on. Every time I strike up a live, they strike up a live. They were not expecting MU to come to my channel, and they were not expecting everybody in my chat to immediately start liking MU and stuff like that.
I
So
love them.
you
They be so
know
supportive, you guys. They made me feel so welcome. Do I have anyone in my chat that can drop 504 girl? Can you drop Vegas girl link? If you Google Vegas girl, I think it comes up just like that, even though she changed her name. Jojo dancing, thank you. It's so bad in Cali right now. The air quality is really poor. So thank you for your prayers. Yeah, the fires are crazy. They are.
yeah,
It's
yeah.
just really unfortunate that now I have to tell you something, Janelle. As I was listening to Blaze's commentary, I shut it off. I don't go back and forth with people. I don't have an issue with her. She wants to make some issue with me because I was on your channel. I don't really know what's being said or there. I don't care. I think that you have to ignore a lot of people and just focus on your own commentary. There's no reason to go back and forth with her.
No, there's not, because all she
I,
wants to do is she just wants her clicks and views to go up. And talking about us is going to get her clicks and views to go up because she has joined forces, with the haters. And we call them haters. And if she wants to join forces with the haters, let her join forces with the haters. So that's why I recommended that you didn't go live, that you didn't go in the chat, that you just, struck up a live and did your own commentary and go to your own channel and do your own stuff on here because
hey,
she's not worth it.
can you type in the chat so they can drop your link, Janelle? She changed her name, you guys. I don't know if she can. She might be on her phone. I'll try to grab it if you can't find it. 504 girl. What's the name of your? She can find it. If you Google Vegas girl,
No, it's the same name as what's in the chat.
JoJo Gym Show.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, that's you. Okay, that's her right there.
Yeah. Yeah. So I went from, so my name has been doxed so many times that I just decided to go ahead and use my real name on my channel. So my real name is actually Janelle. So, but I know a lot of people, still know me as Vegas Girl. So you guys can call me either or. I'm fine with either or.
Now, I know her as Vegas girl, aka Freddie. Another story for another day.
Yes.
It's crazy. I put all this crazy, childish YouTube stuff aside because when it comes to helping somebody in real life, I've always been wanting to do that, but it's always misconstrued in these places. That's why I don't go to certain places anymore. Thank you. There's her link right there. I don't go to those places anymore. I was disappointed in the commentary again today because after I had a conversation with Blaze and I let her know, like, dang, I don't have an issue with you, but what you guys are saying about my child's father is not true, as you guys are screaming about racism. That's it. It wasn't supposed to be a big deal. But now
So
again, it's the whole now there's no receipt and no video of my child's father disrespecting my kids. I'm not
So
even
they're
gonna
still hollering that. Are they still hollering that he's racist, or are they just hollering about racism? Period. What are they
that he's
talking
a
about?
racist, that he's racist, right? When something what's good, bird dog? But that's why I'm going to continue these talks asking if Black people can be racist because he hasn't done a damn thing to any of them. And I want to know now, what do other people go through? Can we be racist? Are we racist? And if people don't like the conversations, don't join my chat. Don't. When it comes to my family, I will protect my family, but it's not even about my family anymore. It's about the mentality of our people. What gives us
Okay.
the right to attack other people and they can't respond back?
Okay, so that leads me back to this question that I asked earlier in my show. So when the beef sector has conversations about colorism and stuff, light skinned and dark skinned people, is that considered racist, or is that just a topic that they discuss in the beef sector? Is that racism?
Well, I don't cover their commentary. I think that I don't think it's ever racism to hold the conversation about colorism or racism. I think that it's a sensitive subject. And so that's why I try to ask very pointed questions. So my question would be, can blacks be racist? I asked it the other day and I got a lot of backlash. I told you guys why I asked the question. I feel that lying on somebody just because you are bored trying to talk about this person don't like their kids, you, number one, you sound stupid and very childish and immature, talking about my child's father, calling my kids the N-words, like you got this mysterious message from some person. It's a lie. It's a lie. Nobody tell you that. It's a lie.
Well, I absolutely think that black people could be racist, because look at all the stuff that they were saying about him, just because they were going back and forth. I mean, they were saying all kinds of racist stuff about him. So I absolutely do believe that black people can be racist for that reason. I mean, black, white, purple, green, everybody can, be racist at some point in time. But, it's whether or not you show it, and they show their true colors toward him. So yeah, I think black people can be racist.
Do you guys disagree with her? Now, remember, I just asked the question. I didn't say if I thought blacks could be racist or whites can't be racist. I didn't say that. I think anybody can be racist. I think if you don't like somebody based on the color of their skin, that makes you a racist. And that's my answer. But is that a dig towards black people? No. But I have to tell you, when it comes to my life and how many people have attacked me, it wasn't white people. It wasn't. BB, okay, so are you white or black? Let me pull up your picture. I'm racist. Yes, black people can be racist. I'm speaking for myself. Okay, so we can have a conversation about it. Why is that a bad thing? That's what I'm saying. I feel, okay, so Vegas Girl said, yes, she's a white woman. Do I feel that we can be? Okay, you're black, BZ. BZB. I feel that anybody can be racist. Okay? I love everyone. I don't care what color skin is. But I would be a fool to say that only white people can be racist. I don't know why you try to can't.
Chuck 420 is
Stop
part of my.
your membership on my channel because I'm not even monetized right now. What you talking
No,
about?
he's talking about me. I don't know what he's talking. I have no idea what he's referring
I'm
to.
sorry. Can you guys bring him back? I thought you was talking to me, Chuck. I'm so sorry. Let me tell you about Vegas Girl. Okay, so let me bring it back a little bit. I don't know the comments that was said towards plays. So there's no way I was saying that I think it's okay. I haven't watched. I just met Janelle's friend on her channel. Her chat was very welcoming. And I hope to have more conversations with them. I don't think we can understand each other unless we have these kind of conversations. How you doing, Darius? Glad you're here. I don't think we can really understand each other unless we talk about stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with the conversation.
Yeah, and someone in your chat just said racism is taught, and that's absolutely true. You're not born racist. That's got to be something that's taught to you, along the way by a relative, whether it be your mother or father, or just like anybody in general in your family. It's absolutely taught. It's not something you're born with. I agree.
I can't bring Chuck back. Sorry, Chuck. I was trying to bring you back, but I don't know how to do it. You guys can let the comments rock. I don't want to be overly sensitive, but I feel disappointed because a lot of times I try to say something, my good gestures, a lot of people didn't reach out to Vegas Girl the way that I did, right? and there's no reason to try to twist it as if it's a racist thing. I would have reached out to her if she was black. I don't care. I don't care. But why the racial tensions? We're going into 2025. I understand that racism exists, but it doesn't help to spread all this hate for people that hasn't done anything to you.
Yeah, I
It
agree.
doesn't
I
help.
agree. I mean, you guys know the beef sector. I mean, when you guys battle, you guys say and do whatever. It's the same thing with him. He was in battle. He felt like he had to defend himself, and that's the way that he chose to go. And I don't know what he said that pissed him off so bad. I never even went back to listen to that live stream, and that people were telling me I needed to hear, but it still shouldn't have gone this far. People you cannot tell people how to fight. You cannot tell people what to say.
So was there racial slurs towards Blaze?
Yes, there was racial slurs towards Blaze. There was racial slurs towards Rainbow Melon as well. So that's what all the fighting was about. So I absolutely regret going live that day. I should never have gone live that day.
So you guys have to understand, despite what people do, I feel that that's right? Absolutely not. Is it my job to go over there and tell him what he can and can't say? No, y'all wouldn't do that for me. Mm-mm. Do I approve of stuff like that? Absolutely not, you guys. But don't be trying to. Vegas Girl, I knew for a while. I support Vegas Girl, but I'm not getting into other people's fight because you see how quick they are to turn on me. No, racism is taught in life experiences. No one taught me to be this way, and my child is not at all and gets angry with me and corrects me. I don't stop her school. I'm proud she's a good person. How did you come up? How did you come out racist, BZ? Like, do you feel bad about it? Do you
I
feel
tried to
bad?
drop. I tried to drop my email in your chat and it wouldn't let me. Someone was asking me to email them. I tried to drop mine in their chat and your
What's
chat wouldn't let
your
me.
email?
It's a long email address. It's bad girls.
Maybe you can text it to me and then I can put it in the chat.
Okay, all right. I'd have to leave to do that though. Here, let me put it in the back chat for you.
Okay, put it in the back chat and I'll put it in the chat.
Okay.
I think let me pin a link as well. This conversation for me is really hard. It's hard for a lot of reasons. I don't like racism at all, but I'm not quick to call people racist. And I don't think it's okay for a white person or a black person to be racist. I'm gonna bring you up, but please don't be disrespectful because I dropped the link for Vegas. Hey, let me. Oh,
Hi.
oh, wait a minute. You gotta unmute your microphone before I can bring it up. Okay, so let me put her email in the chat. Let me use my banner. Vegas Girl is not. Be respectful. I don't want to have to curse anybody out because I'm a Christian now. Okay. Okay. Wait a minute. How is my banner? Where's the banner? Wait, that's not it. Oh, here it is. Hey.
Hi. I wasn't really trying to come up. I was just gonna
Oh, you were trying to type in the back chat? Okay.
yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna put you back down. Thank you, Simon.
All right, cool.
Okay. They said, why'd y'all say no to Simon? Y'all don't like Simon? Okay, I need to clear up Vegas Girl's story. Give me a second, because I want it to be clear. He's trying to write in the back chat. How do I move this banner? Let me put her hey Mitri. You guys can ask your questions. Please put a question mark before it if I miss it so I can see that you're trying to talk to me. If you want it for me or Vegas, let me put her. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Yeah, I'm willing to answer any questions. You can ask me questions about being homeless or whatever. I'm just not going to say where I'm at. So I'm willing to answer anything you guys have for me.
Okay.
Hi, Mitri. Did I say your name right this time?
Okay, I'm putting her email in the chat. Hang on, you guys. I'll be back. Give me a second.
Okay,
And you guys remember.
someone left a comment that says, according to the definition of racist, yes, black people can be racist. All nationalities can be racist.
Okay, let me find the comment. I'm sorry, I'm behind. What is that? Oh, okay, I'm behind. Oh,
A
here we go.
house of consciousness.
Okay, that's on there. According to different, yes, black people can be racist. All nationalities can be racist. Let me ask my chat. All right, you guys. I think that. Thank you, Simon. Let's see what you put in the back.
You're welcome, Mitri. If I don't get yelled at by misunderstood for saying your name wrong again.
Simon, you sent Janelle an email. Okay, Janelle. Oh, Janelle, you see it. What's good, Chef? You guys, I feel like this. Number one, I should be able to hold conversations without being attacked. I don't like the fact that my family is brought up in situations. I had no clue what was going on with Janelle. But I have every right. If somebody lies on me and my family, number one, it is best to ignore it. But the reason I did talk about it is because it led me to the question of racism. We're in 2025. And you guys could ignore it all you want. But to say that this man is racist towards his kids, my child's father, just because you're bored, I'm going to call it out, as I have every right to. And some of you sensitive mofos will call out less. So stop telling me that I don't have the right to address something. All right. Janelle mentioned sectors like, okay, well, is it racist how these conversations in the beef sector, stuff like that. My
Yeah,
answer
the colorism and the light skin and the dark skin when they have the colorism topics. Isn't that kind of having a racist conversation? Because I know that gets people going. That is a touchy subject too when they have those topics.
It is touchy, Janelle, but my thing for you is being in this situation. How did you get in this situation, for those that don't know?
All right, so it all started back when I lost my mother back in October of last year, and ever since then, my life has just gone downhill. And not too long after that, my stalker got me fired from my job. And I was living with my stepdad, and we were fighting. We were yelling and screaming at each other. And there was an incident where he actually put his hands on me, and I threatened to call the cops. So, he said, well, you got to get out. They put me up in a hotel for a month, and I was trying to find a job, but I did not find a job in time. So I ended up moving in with a friend, and we didn't get along that well. So that is how I ended up in a homeless shelter. And the first homeless shelter I was in, I can say that one because I'm not there anymore, was the Salvation Army here in Las Vegas, Nevada. And I was kicked out of that because I did a show there, and they said that I was not allowed to film, and I did not know that. I was kicked out of there on Friday, and my stuff is still there. So I'm gonna do a show tomorrow. I'm gonna call the cops on live and have the cops meet me there because they trespassed on me. So I asked to get my stuff, and they said no. So now I hope it's still there, and I'm gonna go there on Friday and on tomorrow and get my stuff, and hopefully it's still there. So my mom's ashes is in one of my suitcases. I'm not going to take everything, but I'm just going to take what I need. And this is how I ended up at the shelter where I'm at now, which I will not disclose. So I'm not going to do any shows from the shelter. I will vlog as much as I can, just so people understand what homeless life is like and everything. It's not fun. But as far as I doing actual shows there, no. I definitely learned my lesson. But now all I need to do is just, get my life back on track. They have the same resources, that they did at the Salvation Army. So I can use the resources as far as when I get a job, they'll be able to help place me in housing, where by my income, so I can afford the rent and stuff like that. So It's a situation that I don't recommend for anybody, but it's my life right now, and I just have to, deal with it. I was sad and depressed for a while, but now it's just time to get my life back on track. Being sad and depressed every day is not going to get my life back on track. So I've got to start filling out applications, which I've been doing, and stuff like that. So that's pretty much where I'm at right now.
I agree. Um, that's what you don't chat on people you know nothing about. What are you referring to? Perfectly imperfect. Did I miss something? But you do have to get your life back on track. I think that regardless, so you have people. I'm surprised this racism thing came up, but there is some racial tension over there, and people said something. I don't really stream about that kind of stuff. I think that what I was trying to say is that you have people that it seems to me as if they're actually helping you. I took the race thing out of it because I wanted you to be in a better situation. And it had
Yes,
nothing to do with supporting a racist. I can't call anybody a racist without knowing them, and I won't call anybody a racist without knowing them.
yes, I do have people that are supporting me. I do have people that are helping me. Jim Terry and Mr. X and that whole community has been, standing by me and helping me as much as they can. And I really appreciate their support. I haven't really been the nicest person around the past couple of days, but it's just because I've been so under so much stress. But that's still no reason, for my actions. And I do now take accountability for my actions, and I don't make excuses. It's time to like step up and face music and what you've done. And I haven't been treating people nicely, but my situation is no excuse for my actions. So,
Well,
um,
it's gonna make you cranky. Nobody likes not having a roof over their head, so you got to give yourself some grace. It's gonna make you cranky. It's scary for you to be a woman and not have a place. Now, your friend that they're calling a racist, he said to get a job. I'm just not quick to throw that word around. I'm just not. But he said to get a job, get on your feet, blah blah blah. Those things aren't wrong.
no, I mean,
Letter says, hang in there, stay positive. You're gonna be all right, Sister Janelle.
thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been hanging in there.
I'm not sure who this person
That's all.
is.
That's all I can do. So,
That's
I
all you
mean,
can do.
yeah.
Who's backstage? I ain't trusting it. Then go ahead and remove you. I don't know. She's not. Nah, we ain't trying to just have anybody else talk to her.
What was the name?
You didn't. Oh, you couldn't see it. Okay, wait. I'll put it back. Check. It was something like this. Maybe you knew them. Do you know that person?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, no, I'm not interested.
No. Yeah. No.
Perfectly Imperfect says homelessness ain't no joke. Let's support our community. So you guys, so I understand that people want to chop her head off right now, and I'm not even trying to cake for her, but she has bigger issues. She has a community that's supporting her, and when you're in battle, you say a lot of stuff. I'm not even trying to make excuses for anybody. She has a community that's supporting her, and despite this YouTube crap that people try to get so involved in because they don't have a life of their own, I don't blog about stuff like this. Now, I want to get into a place and to find shelter and to be happy. To be happy.
Yes. And, again, being depressed and sad isn't going to do me any good. I did all that before, and I just got to do better. And that I can only look up and move forward and get my life back on track, which I plan to do. But when my mother passed away, she did say that this was going to happen because all of the family that she and I didn't have any family here in Vegas. So we just had each other. That was all Anthony's family. So she did say this was probably going to end up happening if something happened to her. So she passed away from colon cancer stage 3.
She passed away from colon cancer. Oh, my condolences. I'm so sorry.
Yes, stage 3. Yeah.
You guys, people are so close. What do they say in the United States? You're one check away from being homeless. You never know. You never know. It can happen to anybody. So is that the time to be arguing and fighting with people online that's angry at you? No. Z Sarah said, I'm so tired, but I don't really agree with the views being expressed here. What part don't you agree with? It's an interesting subject and very divisive. So congrats on a respectful discussion. Is it okay if I come up? Absolutely. I used my banner at first, but you can come up. Okay, CK, your channel doesn't have anything on it, so unless you're willing to show yourself on camera, then I can't have you up. But it makes me sad that are you trying to come up or no? Put it in the back chat, or are you just trying to type in the back chat? I don't know. I'm already getting a headache. It makes me sad that we can't come on here and really, really try to encourage someone or support someone. I feel that all the ones that's making commentary about me helping out Vegas and making a whole story out of it, shame on you guys. Because there was no ill intentions on my part. I saw somebody struggling. And now it's, oh, she's racist. Her baby daddy's racist. Forget all of you, because number one, I'm not watching anymore. Okay, bye, fool. I don't know. I'm not watching anymore. Let me bring this person up. Hey.
Hey, how you doing? You all right?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm all right. No, it's just it's kind of I don't know. It's kind of interesting to understand that this is actually still going on. Like, we're in 2025 in the Western world. Like, uh, how this happens, I don't know, but at the same time, I do, because it's kind of close to my heart. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, I don't really understand how people could be divisive about being homeless. I mean, it's not nice. It's actually pretty damn horrible and cold out here, and we should be doing everything to support anyone that's in that situation. Period. Um, yeah, everyone goes through their stuff, and it could be. The thing is, I was taught from my mentor it could be you tomorrow. So I don't really I don't know. I get really sort of confused about like how people could be, so cold about a situation when literally someone's up here saying this is the situation they're in. At least they could do that, because when you're actually homeless, like, you don't even have a device, a phone. Um, you don't know where your next meal's coming from. You'll wake up tomorrow, it's just like, you know what I mean? It's a lot, man. What's up, Zara? Um, and the issue is we're just taking it lightly. Like, it's just like, yo, it don't need to be your family or friend member, but if someone's reaching out and they're willing to sort of like, be in a situation where, like, yo, if I'm reaching out to you and you could give me a hand, then I could pull myself out here. That's kind of different to someone that's just trying to be homeless every day of the week, because there's that differential point. Some people just go in and out of prison. They just, that's their lifestyle. But if you just fell into a bad situation, um and you can get a bit of support and like a pickup, then why not? you know so I urge everyone that's listening to this lady, um support her, and help her and her family get back to some sort of stage, where she could put her foot up and go, okay, maybe reflect, and at least be in a warm situation. It's cold out here, man. Ain't no joke.
You're right about that. You're absolutely right about that. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I've been in your situation, you know what I mean? When I was, but That's the only reason why I relate to it like that. Do you know what I mean? And as I said, it's kind of easy for people to giggle and laugh and hoo ha and kiki about like when people are down and stuff. But you're not actually down. What it is just like you're just going through something. But if people can't be like human enough, people are out here donating to pets and stuff. Do you get what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna put that against them. I'm just saying, but everyone has their preferential point. But we need to take care of each other as human beings because you never know what's gonna happen. You know, you don't know who this person is. Just because someone's homeless, don't make them uneducated, unqualified, or unable to do anything. They're just in a situation. That's
Right.
that's the point. Like my ex-wife right now, um, she's incarcerated. She's a teacher. She got attacked in the ward. You know, she
Right.
a lot's going on. People just because, you know,
Let
it,
me
it
say, let me say this. Simon, I know what you're trying to say. There is a lot going on. It's not comfortable. Um, it's not comfortable. And Z sir, I mean, Pretty I said it. You could be a millionaire one day and homeless the next, sadly. And that's true. Pretty Eyes also said, I wish we could come together as human. I wish we could come together as human beings. We were born with two eyes, not the same view. Oh, yes, that's true. I love that. I did see that comment. Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's why I relate to you, misunderstood, because like, it's a bit of a journey, right? And you just don't know when life's gonna give you that twist. And then you gotta work on it. But um, when you don't get support and stuff and you're just isolated, you think the worst of the world, and that just makes you if you don't have the real spirit to actually get yourself back together, it will drag you right down you
It's
know
true, and I understand is what Simon is saying, honestly, because I remember when I was going through something and people were on my head as I was going through real life situations. That's why I pull away. I don't really care. If once I fall out with somebody on YouTube, I don't try to make up with them anymore because people want to misunderstand you for commentary. You could be going through the worst of the worst. I wish we could get to come together as human beings, but we can't really in the app. We damn sure you can't be mad at me for saying that our community doesn't stick together. Can't be mad at me for that. That's not racist. We don't. Pretty Eye says you don't know what someone is really going through on the other side of the screen. Most people choose to present themselves all put together yet barely hanging on at the same time, and no one knows. That's true. Nobody knows. Nobody knows.
no one knows, but at the same time, you gotta like give perspective. Now, why would someone turn around and just say something just to be on the other side of the screen? Now you can check that real quick if you've actually been for it. Do you know what I mean? There are people, yeah, there are people out here that will just like be in it for the juice. But the fact of the matter is you can tell who's genuine or not. And you know, most people won't even put themselves out there like that if they don't need to. But at least what I'd say is pay attention to the people that actually need the support, because at least they're able to do that. Like,
Thank you,
because
Simon.
it takes a lot. Like, look, I had a stroke, right? And I was on the floor. I couldn't text. I couldn't do nothing. You know what I mean?
Oh, wow.
So like, even if I wanted the support, I couldn't even gauge it. You know what I mean? So when some, I'm saying, just like when someone's in a situation, pay attention sometimes. You know what I mean?
You're right. Let me say this, and I know some of you guys are like, "Oh, Simon's a troll," etc., etc. But he's speaking facts right now. But I want to get back to Janelle and say this. She and I'm not even thinking about her history on YouTube, her channel. She's doing well right now. Her channel's monetized. She is really creating a space for herself, and I had fun in her chat. Uh, the racism thing is hard for me because I just feel that people throw that word around as they're also being racist. And all I'm telling you guys is this: I feel that that's counterproductive. I feel that number one, she's going through something that has nothing to do with you too, but she's choosing to share that part of her story. And for that part of Janelle, take away the racism stuff and all of that. I'm not saying to ignore it. I'm not telling you what to do. But what I'm saying is, as far as me and a woman, don't misunderstand my intentions. I wasn't trying to get in the middle of anybody's fight. I know how lonely the world can be, and her circumstances happen one after another. Okay, her mom passed. She's right here. I'm not doxing her. Her mom passed away. She goes to a place to stay, and then she goes to another place and gets kicked out of both of those places. And then it's like, dang, what do I do now? That's life. It can happen to anybody. So that part of me is like, you know what? I'm gonna reach out. And I don't understand why that's taken any other way but that. And anybody that says anything else about my family, or number one, y'all don't get a response out of me. You get one response, that's it. It's a one and done. Because I don't give a damn what you people think about me. I do care about real people. And the rest of it, I'm good. I'm good. But
Yeah.
I'm not gonna look at her and say anything else about like I don't need to respond to everybody that wants my attention. You're not going to get my attention. I don't give a damn what you think about me. But what I do care about is a woman that is homeless, that's by herself, that's trying to do better. Hey,
Yeah.
Global.
Yeah, and what they're trying to do is they're trying to turn the situation around and make it about themselves and how they
Exactly.
were wronged, and they're trying to get their own clicks and views from my story because their channels aren't shit without talking about you, me, Jim, or Mr. X, and that's just what it is. They don't care about it. It could be them. I mean, it could be them. Something could happen. They could be homeless, and when we do the same thing to them, no, it just shows you, what kind of people they are and who they are as human beings, which is a whole lot of nothing. So, that community has helped me out a lot, and I'm very grateful and thankful, for everything that they've done and are still doing for me.
And I asked you this on your channel, but for those of you, they keep saying that she's in danger from, she's in danger. They're worried about you. What do you have to say to those people that's saying that?
Well, if I felt like I was in danger being around Jim Terry and Mr. X, I would not be around them. I can hold my own with them. It's just maybe because of all the fights that they have seen us get into on YouTube. But I am in no danger with Jim and X. So they are really good men. They have really big hearts, and no, I'm saying if I felt like that, they wouldn't be around. But I'm not in danger. I feel safe around those two men.
Okay.
Can I ask how old is Janelle? You don't need to be specific, like in 10-year like age range or something like that.
I'm 47.
Okay. Do you have kids?
I do not,
Okay.
but there are a lot of families in the homeless shelter too. I've seen a lot of kids there. I've seen there's people that have animals there, dogs, cats, you name it. So it could happen to anybody at any given time.
Yeah. No, you're right. Um. So, um. Okay. So, God willing, right? You get out of this situation. What's your next move?
My next move is to get a job and get my own place and make sure that I live a nice, stable life and that I don't end up in this situation again.
Okay. You say again, like, so is this the first time or was it?
Yeah, this is the first time, and this is going to be the last time. So I don't want to be, in this situation anymore. So I am going to be working really hard on making sure that I do the right things to, get myself out of this situation and stay out because I have no family here. I'm pretty much on my own. So it's just me out here by myself.
And you guys have to understand, I mean, because I've been through stuff and I've had the world, the internet on my neck and on my head. it just makes me want to look out for somebody else, you know? And it's just moral support. I haven't done anything. I haven't given her anything. I haven't been not saying that I won't, but I I used to be really supportive in her chat. And I just wanted her to know, like, hey, you know what? Things are okay. You got somebody in your corner. And when I seen her chatting how supportive they were to her, as some people trying to make it as racism, and we will do a stream strictly on the color thing, right? But I want to speak to Janelle. She has people that they're not yes people around her. They're people that's like, Janelle, you know, you messed up over here. You need to do better. But what I love about their community is they're not trying to discard her. They're like, is that the word discard? Disregard? Discard? Y'all know what I'm trying to say.
No,
They're
you're
saying,
right. Don't worry about it.
yeah, I butchered it. But they're saying, you know what, you need to do better, but they didn't leave. And I feel that that's a lot different. The ones that support me the most, well, I'll get into that. The ones that supported my sobriety stuff the most, that stood by me. That's why I said I can't be racist towards anybody because my supporters are heavy white and heavy black, and I'm not going to turn my back on anybody just because of the color of their skin. I refuse to. I would be a fool.
Yeah, but that's a good stance. I mean, fact of the matter is, as I said before, like racism is taught. It's not something that you just walk into. Like, you know what I mean? If you want to backtrack in terms of like how you actually came across the word racism, that's just a word. But then like people experience it. And it's not really just a thing of a black and white thing. This is a cultural thing.
Simon, hey Stream Scotland, do you think that Simon, you're black, right?
Uh, don't let me joke around with you, right?
I know. Can we just have a conversation? I'm just gonna ask you.
I'll play a bit, but go on. Yeah, of course, go on.
You're black.
Come on, misunderstood. Don't do this to me. Come on, don't.
I'm gonna do it, Simon. I need you to answer the question with a yes or a no.
All right. What do I look like?
I see an avatar. Can you please just tell me?
Yeah, I'm black. Go on.
Thank you.
I don't identify as black. No, wait. But I don't identify as black. This is the things. But I'm gonna go ahead. Go on.
How do you identify?
I'm colored.
Okay, fine. And I understand that people in different countries identify like that. Thank you, 504. Do you feel that black people can be racist?
Of course.
Good enough. Okay.
I'll give you an example. I'm from the Caribbean, right? And
thank you, Z Sarah.
No, wait. I'm from the Caribbean. I'm from the Caribbean now. Look, I'm from England, right? I'm from London, okay. And like, I get this everywhere I go. It don't mean nothing. Like just to say, I'm just making a point. But Caribbean people don't really get on with African people. Like that's facts. Like like people in other cultures and shit, they don't really realize this. Like they, when I was growing up here, I'll just walk around. And the thing is, I might get on a bus or something, like I'll be on, and this little old white lady turned around and she said, are you from Jamaica or are you from Africa? And I was like, I ain't from none of those places.
Oh wow.
And that's the stereotype. And the funny thing is I'm in my 40s. This happened to me when I was like 13 or something. The world ain't changed. People still have the same stereotypes. It's either you're this or you're that.
Right. Okay. So let me ask you this: if you hear a black person call another black person the N-word, does that mean that they're racist, or do you think they're just joking around?
Look, it don't mean much to me because I'm from London, but I know that people in the US have a thing about it. Whether it's the hard E or the A. Do you know what I'm saying? But that's just something I've learned. Like it don't mean nothing in the rest of the world. That's a solid US thing. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. I just wanted everybody's opinion on that because a lot of people seem to think that if they hear, a black person call another black person the N word, that's automatic racism, and I don't think that's true because that's just sometimes how they just talk to each other. That was the case in my household. They would call each other the N word all the time, but that doesn't mean that they're racist. Am I correct?
Yeah, I mean that's just talk, right? Racism is not. I don't think when we like, maybe it's just me, but when we're talking about racism, we're not talking about just people talking. I mean, racism is like shit that I was brought up around where people used to spray paint our front door and put that on the front door. You know what I mean? And like you have to wake up with your kids and bring them to school and scrub that shit off, and you know that's racism. It's not sort of like a thing of someone just talking to you. It's an innate behavior, and it's cowardice. And that I think that's why people get a bit pissed off about it, because it's just like most of the time people that are racist don't want to show their face. They'll do some stupid shit and make you want to live with it and be giggling in the background, like some PTA meeting. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like that's what racism is. It ain't like sort of like a thing of yeah, we're just having a giggle. Like you can call me whatever you want. Like if you turn around and call me the N word, I'll be like whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's just like if you're gonna do some deep Mississippi burning shit, this is actually still what's going on a sly thing.
Yes, I don't like the N word either. I get offended if I hear it, even if they're just joking around. It's still, quite offensive to some people if they don't like that N word being said. So I know I don't like it, but it was said around my household a lot, almost on a daily basis. But I've never said it because I don't like that word at all. I think it's offensive whether it's joking or not. That's just my opinion.
No, I understand. I understand because it's just some I struggle to understand why people understand what that is. Do you know what I mean? It's a deep thing. And like to live your life like thinking you can never say the N word is a circumstance in itself. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
I it's unfathomable. Like, and I don't like white people to feel uncomfortable around me. It's just like, oh, you're gonna say the N word. It's like, that's why I watch comedy movies. Do you know what I'm saying? Because
Right.
I find it hilarious.
Yeah. Now, if a white person said the N word to another, African American person, now that would be on like Donkey Kong. They'd be fighting and scrapping because that's definitely racist. There's a lot of people that I know in the community that are married to, African Americans, and they feel like just because they're married to African Americans, that gives them the right to say the N word. And in my opinion, I just don't think that's the case. Whether you're married to one or affiliated to one, you shouldn't. That's not something a white person should say to another African American person. That's
Yeah, but
them are fighting words. That's my opinion.
you know what you said, right? You said African American, and the thing is most black people don't identify like that. You know what I mean? It's a
That's
term. It's a term. So it's just like, look, I ain't African nothing. Do you know?
Yeah. I'm just trying.
I
I'm
don't
just trying
care.
to be
It's like,
like, yeah. I'm just trying to be,
no, no,
respectful
no.
and
But
trying to
you,
say it in a
you,
respectful manner.
no, but do you get what I'm saying? Like the psychology from a white person's perspective could be very, very confusing because it's just like, wait, are they African Americans or not? Like, but most black people or colored people would not identify themselves as an African American in the true sense. Yeah, they'll identify themselves as American or British or this, that. Like they won't associate themselves with Africans. Africans will associate themselves with Africans because it's a different type of culture. It's a completely different type of culture. And that's why, like, it gets real confusing. Why link that? It's like a homonym. Do you get what I'm saying? It's like, I got a double barrel name for the rest of my life. Like,
Right. Yeah, it does get confusing. That's why, it's also controversial as well. Because, just again, if you're married to another race, it doesn't give you the right to say the N word or whatever at all. It's still disrespectful and it's still racist, in my opinion.
It's like saying white gypsy or something. It's like, it's like white people don't have that label. All you got is white. Like, so we got African American, so it's a hyphen. Do you get what I'm saying? And it's like that's the confusion. And the thing is, we need to get beyond that and start identifying ourselves as the true people that we are. Like, I don't. That's why people don't really like what I say too tough, because it's just like, yo, I don't really identify myself as African. You get what I'm saying?
Simon, people don't like what you say because sometimes you be jumping on these panels trolling, fool. I'd be like, oh, you do, because sometimes because I don't jump down in people's chat. Like maybe 2, now 3 with Janelle. But you'll say something, I'm like, read the room. Read the room.
I understand. I'm
Yeah.
trying to get better
Well, I
at what
like
I'm
you.
doing.
For me, I mean, you rock with me, I rock with you. How you doing? Smile now, cry later. I think on a serious note, to bring it back to, I think that I am glad that Janelle came over to speak, because I think the more support that she has, the better. And there's people over here that was genuinely asking me about her, how she's doing, and if she was still coming to Cali and stuff like that. Her friend told her to stay put, to stay over there, work it out, because he's got people helping her in Vegas. Yeah. But my heart goes out to anybody that's struggling, you guys, and I don't feel that you have to look like me for me to help you. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, coming back to the point, as you said, like as I said, like homelessness ain't no joke. You get what I'm saying? Like I acknowledge, the first time I acknowledged homelessness was when my mum passed away. But I had to get everything in order. That's why I asked her, "What's your next step?" Because that's very, very important. You know.
Yeah, so her friend, who you guys don't know. I'm just getting to know them. I'm hoping they had me when I say I went over there just to chat with Janelle, I know it's gonna put me on a hot seat. Okay. But it seems to me, and she can correct me if I'm wrong, as if they're helping her plan, like, this is what you need to do. You need to do this stuff next. So she has a plan. Um
Yes, I gotta go. My phone's about to die, but I want to
Janelle.
say thank you for having me up here and sharing my story. And I'll talk to you a little bit later.
Okay, you be safe.
Okay,
Yo,
bye.
Thank you for coming
yeah,
over.
okay.
You guys drop her. I don't know if other 4 girls in a link to drop her in the chat, to drop her link again.
I sent her my email, so like if I can help out in any way, like just let me know, okay?
Oh,
Okay.
good. Cash apps. She'll probably need cash apps. Cash apps. I'm thinking. And encouragement, whatever. Thank you, Janelle. So, what is her cash app? I don't know her cash app. What is her cash app? Let me text her and find out. I don't know. But I don't think she put it in a back chat.
So, misunderstood. Was you ever homeless?
I've been homeless before. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you get out of it?
I went home. I was thank you, Z sir. It was a long time ago. So my situation was different from hers. That's when I was struggling with a lot of stuff. And I was homeless and I had money. The difference was I couldn't, the mental health thing, I don't know if I'm making sense to you.
You are.
But I was really young. Like I was young when I went through that. But I've always had a really supportive family. But for me, I didn't really I can I understand what Janelle is going through? No, I can't relate, because it's one thing to not go home and be homeless, and it's another thing not to have a place to go, if that makes sense.
Yeah, because it's interesting because like what you're saying is like you had a complete different experience, but at the same time, she's having a similar experience. So
She's
only a
having a good
person.
experience. Like, I got to a point where I didn't want to deal with anyone, and I just left. But then I just got, it was just a lot. And I understand the feeling. What I can relate to with her is that feeling of being alone, that feeling of I'm not sure what to
Isolation.
do because
Mm.
all these things happened all at once. I did go through that. I did. But so I can understand that, and I know what it's like to have to pull yourself back up. So when I was reached out to about her, we weren't speaking. I was not interested in her at all because of some things that we've already talked about earlier. But none of that stuff matters now. It doesn't matter because
It
she's
don't
not
matter now. It don't matter now.
fighting. She's
Hmm.
not in a position. It's like I don't care about that kind of stuff. I want her to be secure, to be okay. And I don't even know if I'm making sense to you guys.
You're making complete sense. Don't worry about that. The thing is you're making more sense than you think. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's how it works. You know what I mean?
Pretty Eyes
Because
said I was homeless when I was a teen and then homeless again when I lost my house because my dad passed away. Yeah, Pretty Eyes, and I'm sorry you went through that. So that's what I'm saying. I went through some circumstances where I had a temporary lapse in housing and stuff like that. So I can relate as far as that goes. I can tell you it's a lot easier to go through that when you're young than when you're older, only because I don't know why. To me, it's easier because as young people, we really don't know how scary the world can be. We can blah, 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 blah. But it is it's a scary time, no matter how old you are, no matter how young you are. Homelessness is scary, especially in a country that's wealthy. It's scary.
hmm as a young person, I think you got a bit more tenacity.
That's what
Um,
I was trying to say. So it's like when I was homeless, I was like, no big, I was like, all
yeah,
right.
you're
I
just not
wasn't really
wild.
in
You know what I
hurry. I
mean?
wasn't in a hurry. And I'm
It's
like,
like an
I'm really
adventure. You know what I mean?
I didn't know. But as an adult, you're very much aware of what you need, how the dire situation, you guys. You understand what I'm saying? So
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would, especially if you got a child and stuff. That's why I was asking her. I was like, yo, but um,
hi, Sebastian.
it's kind of lucky and unfortunate at the same time because if you got a child and you're homeless, I know a couple of people that spoke to me right
That
now.
I can't relate to. I've never been homeless with my children. This was like before all other things. My life just it was so early on that I was kind of like, all right, it's almost like an adventure. If that I don't know if I'm making sense to you guys. It's just
So that's real. When you're younger, it is that
yeah,
it's like
like
everything's like
yeah,
it's a bit of
let
an
me be a
adventure.
rebel.
You
I'm
know
on
what I
my
mean?
own. I don't care. Z Sarah, now that's scary. 13 and 15 years old. That's scary because you were so young. uh when you're like 20, 21, 22. Well, I was in the military at that time, but I homelessness is scary. I just think as kids we don't really realize, like as a child you think, okay, I have my whole life ahead of you. When you're an adult, especially an older adult, you're very much aware that your time is limited and you don't want to struggle. But Z Sarah, I'm sorry.
I think there's a level of comfortability. Like, I think that's what like people reach for. Like, I wouldn't want anyone messing with my peace. You get what I'm saying? So, like, I've already been through all of that, and like if you just, you don't even need to be homeless. If you let certain people into your life, it can turn into chaos like real quick. You know what I mean? So,
I'm very
I've,
like close to my life now. There's very few people that I talk to. That's why I'm surprised that I reached out to. I'm not surprised that I reached out to Janelle, but I didn't include myself in her situation. I was included in her situation because of the kind
so,
of person that I am.
so
Um,
how did you meet Janelle then?
she used to go by Freddie, and Freddie irritated the crap out of me. What was it, Freddie Night?
Okay.
She has some channel. I can't remember the channel now because I didn't know it was her. And then she started coming to my chat. And how did exactly? She started to come to my chat, and then eventually, because she supported me, I went to her chat. When she was
Mhm.
Freddie, she bugged me, and eventually Freddie and I, who was Vegas girl, became friends.
Okay.
Yeah, it
Uh,
was just crazy, and I can't remember too much, but she's been around me for a while, and then she started to share like her story and things that she's been through. And because she had a past, I related to her because I have a past. So I like,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't have an issue with her, and I understand that she's controversial and people don't like her because she's made a lot of mistakes, as I've made a lot of
No,
mistakes.
we all do. I mean,
So who am I
that's
to judge her?
at least we're still here, right? But that's the thing. I mean, you learn from your mistakes. That's the whole
You learn
point.
from your mistakes. That's right, pretty eyes. That's right.
Hmm.
You just learn and you keep going. There's a lot of people that judge me based on my past, and I don't think that my past bothers them as much as they make it say. I mean, as much as they make it seem. I just don't, because they're quick to judge me and give somebody else a past that's done a lot worse. I just think that we choose who we're going to give grace to and who we're not going to give grace to.
Most of the time, if someone's got to say something about you and they know nothing about what they're talking about, it's because they're trying to learn themselves. And that's all it is, really. And the way they portray it may be, um, obscure, or it may be detrimental, or it may even be confusing. But a lot of the time, most people don't really know how to communicate correctly. Do you know what I'm saying? So they may try to be put a message out to you and go, "Yo, I'm feeling you," but putting it across in the wrong way. Do you know what I mean? Make you feel a certain type of way because they still need to learn a couple of lessons.
And I think that you guys are right. Let me get a little messy for a second. But I think that you're right about all that stuff. Vegas girl needs to learn a lot. Like there's someone that she needs to learn a lot. Okay. I'm not about to fight with somebody that only has 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, 3,000 subscribers. I'm not about to fight with somebody that I don't actually know, that I've never actually had a relationship with. I think that she needs to pick and choose her battles and focus on life. And I'm not saying this because I don't like her. I'm just saying that you're always going to have somebody that wants your attention, and you have to learn to ignore them because they want your storyline. They want you to hit their links to do all this stuff. I didn't want anything from her. Right? I didn't go live about this stuff. I think that she needs to learn to ignore a lot of people, because I have so many people that's upset that I hit her link, that I had a conversation with them, and I can't deal with the childishness of this app. The whole everybody has to put everything on YouTube. Everybody has to no. And I won't be a channel where I need to bring out the worst in people to make. Why am I not able to speak today? God.
No, you're speaking. Go ahead.
I'm not.
We're listening.
There's some people who have to benefit on bringing out the worst in somebody. Here you go, for their commentary. Not because they care, it's just for commentary. I don't need that. I don't need a dime. I don't need it. Don't stop cash apping me. I ain't saying that. But my commentary is genuine, you guys.
And you come across very genuine. And I think that's your audience appreciates you the same way I do. Like, you know what I mean? There's not many people you come across like that. Do you know what I mean? And most people be doing that shit. But, you don't have to be like everybody else. You know what I mean?
I don't care about some of the lies that people say about me. That's it.
Yeah, I heard. It's not that, but who pays attention?
You have? You have?
Of course. Yeah, of course.
And yet you're still here. Shut up.
Yeah, because I don't believe that shit. I think it's bullshit. Because people be chatting shit about me all day long. Do you get what I'm saying? But it's just like, what?
So we're just two people that people talk crap about. How you doing, slow motion? You guys in the chat, listen. I'm here for you guys. You can ask me whatever you want. Ask me. So we got sidetracked with Janelle, so I didn't get to do our black races like I wanted to, because I need to pull up these clips for you guys so you can see that there's a whole movement. In 2024, there was this whole thing where a lot of content creators were talking about it because they felt that they were being attacked. And it wasn't just white people, it was Asians, and black people were asked if they were racist. A lot of black people said, yes, I am racist. So I'm like, I did want to talk about it. But Janelle came over and I changed. I'm like, you know what is she going through? And
yeah, that's cool. I mean, you could do a sidebar.
It was an important conversation.
It was.
Women, we're both misunderstood, actually.
I know. That's why I came over here. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm totally, but I like it to an extent. You know what I mean? I don't really like people to actually know who the fuck I am
Yeah.
because if they really knew who I was, it'd be like a problem, like a real problem. Like this YouTube shit is just like YouTube, and that's cool. I don't mind having conversations, but they are
Listen,
never gonna like really know who the hell I am. That's crazy.
I don't really care what people say about me. At the end of the day, let me tell you something. So I used to fight. I used to beef a lot, for those that don't know. But it was really messing with my mental health. People are going to lie on you. People are going to try to slander you. And it's when you're at your best. I am at my best right now. I am living my best life. I love the fact I love my place, right? I love my career, the fact that I'm working, the fact that I'm sober, the fact that I overcame a lot and I still have my finances intact. I have most of my teeth intact, most, not all. Um, life
I'd
is
say
good.
all, but go on.
I have a beautiful family. So my whole reason for existing right now is to share is not even to share my story anymore, but I'm always gonna be grateful and remember what I went through because some people didn't make it, some people overdosed, some people committed suicide, some people didn't feel like life was worth living. So who am I to come out here and be ashamed about anything? People are always gonna pick at me and tear me down. But the ones that are picking at me and tearing me down don't have more than me. They're addicted to some type of substance. Just saying, and they want to put me down. You can't put me down. You can't put my family down. We are solid and they love me and they support me despite it all. And that's what I want to be a part of. I don't care what people say, how they want to pick me apart. Did I come here and say, wait a minute, the lie about my child's father made me think about racism? Yes, because people were talking about racism. Who's racist? But then you want to call every white person a racist just because they're white? You want to call somebody a racist on a lie that somebody else is saying about them? Snoopy. Okay? My child's father has never used a racial slur towards my kids at all. No black person is going to tell you that, as this person was trying to say. Nobody's going to tell you that because it's not true. There are no receipts of that. And I don't. So this person is going to lie. They've been proven to lie. But my point of the thing is, as you're talking about somebody on Vegas Girl platform being racist, doesn't it make you racist too? You don't get to just keep pulling a race card because then when racism actually happens, nobody wants to hear it because the card is used too much. Am I making sense to the chat? Put a 1 in the chat if you understand. Put a 2 if you completely disagree with me. But I don't feel that it's right to do that. I don't like you if you're racist, if you're white, or if you're black. I don't care. I'm not saying I don't like you guys. I like you. I don't have to like everything that you do. And the people that say the most about me, some things I'll ignore and most things I ignore. They don't ignore anything. They're very sensitive. So why can't I come out here and defend myself? This person, this other person, I'm like, nah, I'm not going back and forth with anybody. I said my piece. You guys can believe whatever the hell you want because at the end of the day, I'm still standing strong. I look good doing it. I'm living my life. And if you don't like it, oh well. Some of you feel like because I overcame my past, I still have to apologize for it every day. I'm not apologizing for it. I'm not. If God has forgiven me, who cares if you guys haven't? Deal with it. Because I'm here to stay, fool.
Can I ask you a question?
You can ask me whatever you want. I'm just talking ish right now. And part of the reason I'm talking ish is because I'm in pain. I'm in so much pain.
I mean, all right. What kind of pain you're in before I ask you the question? Because I don't want to do that.
Oh. Physical pain, like my body hurts. Like I'm going through some stuff, and I have I'm going to the dentist for some stuff because
Oh.
So I'm getting I get right here. Where's my tooth? And they have to, gotta do a bone graft and all that, and it's painful.
No, nerve pain is the worst, man. But
it's the worst. So ask your question.
Yeah.
That's crazy, sir. It's called the past for a reason.
I forgot what I was
every time you're mad, like, oh, she's high, she's this, she's that. I'm very sober. You're high. Okay.
No, yeah, I just remembered. So the question was, are you happy?
Am I happy?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Are
Mhm.
you sure?
I am happy, and does that mean that I don't go through my struggles? Does that mean that
No,
it's
no, no. That don't mean nothing like that. This is
yes, I am.
wait, calm down. Wait.
I'm happy. I'm
You
content.
see, you
I
see this?
I think that
Really? Are you, no, be honest. Are you happy? Like you don't need to say you're happy just because. Like, because we all gotta work on ourselves, right? Like, are you actually happy? Do you know what
yeah,
that means?
yes, I'm
You
happy.
are.
I am.
Good. Well, don't let anybody deflect that from you.
And the reason why I was about to go into this long detail that I didn't even go into, I was like, it was because I'm like, am I happy? But do I walk around like, oh, like, dippity doo?
No,
No,
no, it don't mean you're swinging and clicking and doing all
yeah.
that. No, no,
But as
no.
far as like my relationships have all gotten better.
Inner
I
peace.
never thought that I would go to school, come out and have a career that I love. And my life is so fulfilled. And for me, the connections what makes me happy. Like I have people that genuinely care about me now. And I didn't have that before. I had a bunch of people around me that all wanted something from me. And my support system is so strong now. Who could ask for anything more? And some days I wake up, the mornings are the hardest part of the day for me to get started because that's when all the crap comes to my head, all the junk, and I have to get
Okay.
outside and go for a walk. Sometimes I talk to somebody about it and I have to get out of my head. But
So,
overall, life is great. Motherfucker, I'm
so look. All right. So
listen.
I'm the same. I'm not a morning person. Do not talk to me in the morning. Like
Yeah.
I
I
tell
like
people
memory
that.
stuff.
Period. Like don't do it. Like I'll be as grumpy as like whatever. Do you get what I'm saying? I'll cause some chaos. Like I'll snap. Like it look. That's why I had to set up my
I'm
own thing.
content. That's the word. That's the word, sir. That's what I was looking for. I'm content. That's what I meant to say when you asked me. I was happy. Yeah. Thank
Contentment.
you.
Yeah.
I'm content.
Yeah. I
That's
mean,
that's a better word than
look,
happy.
you're you're just I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. It ain't gonna be like a one day thing, but I'm just like you're really interesting. But I, the thing is when you go through certain things, it just teaches you who you are. You take those lessons and figure out because no one's telling you it. Like you're not like with me, for example, and I know this is like far reaching, but I've never had someone in my life, right? I've always just had to do shit by myself. Period. Like I've never had parents, grandparents, aunties, uncles, none of that shit. Um, and I'm raising my daughter, and I'm still doing okay. And I'm doing better than okay. So
Yeah.
it's like when I can't look, people will talk all types of shit because they're mad in their whole life and they've got everything already. They've got the whole setup, they got all the support, they got everything going on, and yet they still can't function properly. You
Depression is
know.
a beast. It's a this daggone thing makes me so happy, y'all. It was my son's, but like I love this thing. It's so anyways, back to what you're saying. I'm sorry.
No, you're not. My daughter got about 20 of them. You know what I mean? I don't know how to contain it, like, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
it's real, do you know what I mean? But the fact of the matter is give yourself some credit, man, because you're doing real well, man, and you're a
You.
beautiful black young lady. Like at the end of the day, is like no one can take that away from you, and innately, I would think that's what you're thinking when you wake up in the morning. Like even if you're having a bad day, you damn well know that they're just saying. They're just like la la la. Do you know what I mean? Ain't no one could detract that from you. So, and it is kind of hard. I get as well with the careless whispers and shit. Do you get what I'm saying?
I
Everyone
love
trying
that
to put.
phrase
Mm,
and that song. Um,
They do that, like, but
I think for me, hang on one second, let me get a pill that some other people need to be taking. I think for me, oh, I'm almost out. The thing is, I'm so reluctant, like, to talk to people. I cut off so many people. Like, I used to be, because I'm always thinking I'm helping out, and it always gets taken the wrong way. Like with Janelle, there was no reason for it to be turned on commentary about my family, my child's father. Why? It was just a gesture. It was a good gesture. They didn't have anything to do with anybody else besides me and Janelle. And the thing that makes me sad about all of that is when I become commentary, it takes away from my story, because I'm sitting here. Sometimes I just go live. Now I'm just checking in with you guys. I don't even talk about anything really, because I have made such a transformation within these last couple of years. I don't need a pound of back. I don't need any of that, because I know when it comes to MU, I know the commentary. I don't care. But for real, the ones that haven't made it yet, the ones that are homeless, like I said, I don't think most people knew that I was homeless before. So thank you for the question. But the addiction and the mental health, my life was so bad. And hold on, I didn't even know that it was bad. That's the hard part, because we get comfortable in our situation, in our circumstances. I had no clue until I got out of the mess and my world started to slow down and it became quiet. And that's when I realized that the way that I was living was not normal. I needed to clean my life out. And now it's great. It's good night, Z Sarah. Good night. Thank you. It's great. And so when I hear about people giving up, I just did a short about Twitch, right? The DJ that gave up, Boss, how he unalived himself, and now his wife is speaking out. Or I talked about Regina King's son, Ian, that unalived himself. There's some people that give up and you would think they have everything. You don't know what a person is going through. And a lot of times when I felt like giving up, I'm just thankful that I didn't, because I felt like people wanted me to go over the edge. Not that they would care. It's just for commentary. That's why I'm telling Vegas Girl and anybody else, don't give these people their commentary. They don't care about you. They don't want to understand you. They want to misunderstand you so they can have something to talk about. And that's it. I'm not going to keep talking. I said enough.
No. I mean, the thing is what you're saying is totally correct.
Damn,
Look, there's this it's gonna sound stupid, right? So like there's this program called Undercover Boss, and I watched it for the first time, and there's this guy, and he set up this whole business, right? And the way Undercover Boss does it, they display in a certain type of way. So they do all the the visuals is like, oh, we went from one store to like 130 stores or 700 stores all over the US and blah 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 and ding ding ding. And it's like he set up this Caribbean food shop. It's the Jamaican patties thing. And I was like, Jesus, like I ain't even like over in America, I've eaten them shits, right? So it's just like, goddamn. So I was looking at it and I was like, oh, this is inspirational. I was looking at it from a business perspective, right? Now, I was watching it and like he was like, yo, I set up my family, I did this, that, what not, blah, blah, blah. He became like this millionaire, billionaire, whatever. And then I logged off the TV and I Googled him just to find out he committed suicide.
What? Whoa, which guy?
There's the guy who set up it's this Caribbean patty thing. I forget what, Golden Crust, that's what it's called, Golden Crust. So yeah. Yeah, and I was just like, wow, do you know what I mean? It's just
Golden Crust?
Yeah, Golden Crust is a whole food chain. Now his wife has taken over it. But yeah, man, I was like, wow.
Oh, wow.
No, it's a real thing. So
I can't even cover the story, it's too old, but dang it. I didn't mean it like that. I do not mean like
Undercover Boss, like Golden Crust. Google that shit.
Fears of Probe. What's Probe?
Mm-hmm.
Fears of Probe. It says Golden Crust CEO unalived himself over tax debt. Fears of Probe. I don't know what Probe means.
Right. Yeah, nah, he got probed by the tax man. So like, after all of that, like he set up all of
Wow.
this shit, right? Like got his family involved, everything, and then like
Hmm.
was portrayed. He got on the TV like undercover boss. Like he gave he frequented like some of the stores, gave people like 500,000 cars, all this shit.
I
And
know.
then like next day he was caught like topping himself. I'm like, God damn, like what to
Yeah, I
go
don't
through
have
all of
anything to
that.
do with this fool. But
Mm-mm. So as I said, misunderstood, you're doing good. Don't worry about it. You know what I
I'm sorry. I'm not ignoring you. I was looking at this story because it's fascinating to me. So see, here's the thing, and I'm so glad that I have turned my life, and I refuse to go back to the commentary that I used to make when I was fighting and beefing with everybody because I'm not living my life that way. I don't care what you guys say about me. Thank you, Street and Skyline. I see you guys, the ones that saying, I thank you guys for your encouragement. But um I'm more interested in life. And I'm like, you don't know what people are going through. I'm not abnormal. I'm very normal. But I need to be in a space where I could be vulnerable when I need to be, when I could talk about like things that I'm going through. And I couldn't do that in the sectors that I was in, you know? People
Yeah.
hurt a lot. And I know it's like, oh, I don't want to hear that misunderstood. I just want to be entertained. I get it. But sometimes, sometimes I feel
You
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 have
could
to fight.
always you could always bring that entertainment level up, because you're talented. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people do appreciate it, and you can turn it up whenever you want. That's a fact. Like,
Yeah.
just don't like think that like every especially like these chat ninjas. I swear to God, like most of their lives are crass. You know what I mean? I'm not even being bad. You get what I'm saying? It's just like I ain't paying attention because most of the time when I start having real like conversations with them or like they come over to me, like, it's over. Do you get what I'm saying? It's just like I ain't even.
Simon,
Mhm.
the guy was caught on surveillance. Oh my God. This is a horrible story.
No, but that's look. This is just like as I said. You know what I mean? I look. I spent a lot of time in the music industry, right? I ain't even bringing up people. You know what I mean? I brought that up as a tipple, but I'm just saying, right? Don't pay attention because you're doing good. I'm telling you,
Oh,
like
hell
you're
yeah.
doing real good, like in comparison, because it's like for me, it's that thing. It's like, what's the point? Like I could be flossing right now, like driving a Lamborghini, like be online with my glasses and like going, yeah, 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 I'm the dude, right? But it's just like, in about 20 years' time, that's gonna hit you right quick if you ain't got your shit sorted. So take your time and figure it out because that's what matters. You know what I mean? That's what matters. And you're a beautiful black lady. And the
Thank
fact of the
you.
matter is you could be whatever you want to be. No one's stopping or deterring that. The only thing that could do anything is like yourself because it's scary. Like my ex, man, she was like the most beautiful woman on earth. And I got the opportunity to be with her, but you know, it's scary, like the fact that she can't even fucking, you know, do anything right now.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and it's not like anything. That's really heartbreaking to me. Like we have a daughter and stuff, and mm-mm. I just think, yeah, do your thing. I mean, you're like people are always gonna be hating and do that, but just have a level. Like I'm here for you if you want. You know what I'm saying?
Appreciate
Like,
that. I do.
you know,
I have to. I'm doing a lot of things. I have a few months to figure this out. What I'm gonna do with my channel? Do I keep it? Do I keep going? I don't know. Um, I have some time to figure it out. It's just that I do not want what I see people doing on here does not interest me. I'm not
yeah, but you
impressed by it. They're so busy with social media and this addiction of social media that they're not living their life, and I do not want that to be me. Um, So I'm not
Well,
sure.
all that tells
You'll
me is
always
you.
get uploads from me though, but I'm not sure about the live thing or
All that tells me is you have a higher sort of understanding of what you're supposed to do. That's all that
hmm
tells me. And yeah, that's why you're taking some time out to figure out.
I'm
It's not
taking some
really,
time to figure
yeah,
out. That's why my conversations aren't going to be heavy. I'm kind of just coming on here chilling, and I'll figure it out. I got a little time, but I gave myself like a few months to kind of figure out what direction. Because, like I said, when somebody reached out to me, I didn't want it to be a YouTube thing. It became a YouTube thing. Well, now all of a sudden they're attacking me, attacking my child's father. It wasn't supposed to be like that, and it distracts me for what I'm doing in life. But I'm good at ignoring people. I don't care. I spoke my piece about it. But what I'm saying is that it's not really worth it for me to spend time on it because it takes away from what I'm doing. And I don't
yeah,
have
but
a safety net in the sense that if I get too stressed out and I'm like, oh, I'm going to use again, is anybody going to care? Anybody going to care? I'll be looking a mess like them that talk about me. I'm like, no, I have to keep going. And if that means
well,
unplugging off
look,
of the
I,
internet and not,
I look, um, I have a lot of people around me, right? Now, you can look, I'm reluctant to give you like any sort of like because I know you already been for it, but I'm just saying like you could pick and choose, right? Um, and you should know by now because you've already gone down the road where you're like 90% as far as I'm listening to. Like you're saying I'm about to get there, but I ain't right there right now. So as I said, like it's up to you. Like and you've been doing well so far. And you know what you're about to do. Now, what kind of twists and turns this happens? Yeah, the audience is gonna know. But I still feel like they're gonna tune in because you're talented. Do you know what I'm saying? Like regardless of you could just start like I was paying attention to your cooking and shit. Do you know what I'm saying? That's kind of interesting. I really wanted to intervene, but I was just like, nah. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but you could twist and turn this up and down as much as you
I
want.
can.
Yeah.
I can, but
So
I'm not interested in fighting with people on the sector thing anymore. I'm just not. It's
well
government
don't.
commentary,
Well
and the way
don't,
I
innit?
grow,
I
the way I
mean
grew my channel.
that's all it
Even
is. Well don't,
nobody can
innit?
take credit for growing my channel, but me. It's from the actual commentary that I give, my uploads and stuff like that. I'm not willing to go backwards and be caught up in everybody else's. Like I don't want that.
Well, look, you're not. Look, there's many people that's been up here that's been in your same situation, right? And they just literally just left and twisted it and turned it, and like, do you get what I'm saying? And just done their own thing. Like, you're not gonna lose your audience. Don't worry about that. Um, and the fact of the matter is, as I said, like, people are interested in you. I'm interested in you. Like, I literally just log in just to hear what you're saying. Like, you know what I'm saying? Because it's kind of
Okay.
interesting. So it's not even that. It's just like, but look, you're gonna gather more the more people that are around you and stuff, they're just gonna be around you. Just pay attention to the right ones. You know what's going on in your head. Pay attention to what God's telling you. That's in your soul and your spirit. It's there. I could hear it in your voice. It's not it shouldn't be that complicated. Just lay back and understand yourself and do what you gotta do, girl. As I said, like, I'll be here. Like,
Simon.
I'm just saying, like, I'll be here if you need my support. I'm not gonna force it upon you. Just
I'm always
contact
up
me
for
if you need to.
support. Any you want to rock with me? You want to come hit the link? You want to? You're more than welcome. I appreciate you for like your support. I do.
All right, I gotta go.
Thank you,
I got.
Simon.
It's like 12:30 over here. I was even gonna go live, but I ain't. I was so
Oh,
interested
you
in this
have a
conversation.
I didn't even know you had a. Oh, hey Gino. I didn't even know you had a channel.
Yeah, no, I do, but I don't really.
I'll find
I
you. Just make sure you type in a chat. I'll find you. I know you don't really try
well,
to advertise it.
all right. Well, let me do that real quick before I go to sleep because
Okay,
once I'm off, I'm off.
I get you.
And
I'm gonna.
the thing is, I struggle. Yeah, it's the same thing. Like an addiction is an addiction, and depression is depression. And I've always struggled with that, man. I don't think it just goes away. It doesn't. But if you have some people you could actually, I'm being real with you, right? Like if you could actually have some like real ones around you, like it helps. It's not going to be like the answer, but it helps to an extent. Do you know what I mean? Like I when I first came on YouTube and shit, I ain't been around it for too long, but when I first came on, I was I was wild, like going up because I was angry,
Yeah.
because I was upset. Like shit was going on in my real life and la 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 whatnot. But now I'm a bit cooler. I'm just like, yo,
You good.
because yeah.
Thank you,
Because I came across people like you, because it makes sense now. It's like, oh, because like that's the only thing why I held on to it, because at least I'm meeting decent people that has decent things to say. Like and like not just fronting. Do you get what I'm saying? So yeah. I'll check you later, girl. Take care of yourself.
Thank you, Simon. Thank
All right,
you.
thank you. Bye bye.
Bye. We had a good. I felt like that was a healthy exchange. I appreciate you guys. Y'all have any questions for me? Anything? I can't go backwards in this nonsense of YouTube and so worried about this person saying that to me and that no, because they're trying to get me off track. They're trying to get me off track and off my real life goals. I've been working on this business for 2 years. That finally came into what is the word? I don't know the word. I'm about to butcher it. I'm very sorry. Things have just really been okay. And the ones that care about me are gonna like it, and the other ones, it don't matter. I just think that things have been okay. And if you look at where I came from a couple years ago, you understand exactly why I prefer it quiet. I don't mind a smaller audience. I don't care. I don't care. Thank you guys for helping me get to 24K. So I do know, regardless of people say that you guys understand what I'm talking about, because you have been really supportive. You just have. And my channel grew pretty fast. Does any of that stuff matter? Nah, I just want to connect with people that's like-minded. And even if you disagree with me, we have to be able to have a conversation. So me talking about, thank you, Terry, me talking about racism, me talking about different stuff, it's just a conversation to be had. All right. I love you guys. I need to go cook. My brain is tired. Feel free to like, comment, and share. Thank you, Janelle, for coming up. Simon, thank y'all for hanging out with me. And my mods for my chat. See y'all soon. Bye-bye.